Midweek with the mead maker. So I'm just going to make sure that I am live in all the appropriate places here. Um, just give me 1 second. All right. I think we're looking pretty good. So this week, I just wanted to touch base real quick um, on what's coming up because we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. We've got a normal karaoke is next Friday. Game night is this Friday, and but on the 18th, which is just 10 days from now, we've got a mead dinner with the private chef. Carabella is the chef putting on the mead dinner. It's 7 courses, so it's really kind of it's pretty cool actually, just that he's put together 7 different courses and each one's gonna be paired with mead. So it is a little pricey at $75 per person, but that's also kind of a steal for what it is. And I think that's a hard balance to strike with to make sure that we are providing value, but also getting that full, luxury experience. So I think we did that together. It was a real collaboration between them and us, putting that menu together and putting everything together. So if you haven't gotten tickets but you're interested and you're on the fence, I promise you're gonna have a good time. We also have a big band is gonna be there that night too. So that's really cool. Elks Lodge in Middletown has been awesome enough to allow us to use their ballroom, and yeah, it's gonna be a good night. So if you're interested in an awesome date night, or even a night out with friends, definitely check that out and consider on the 18th of this month heading out to that. And then we've got some cool stuff with our Mead Club stuff coming up, and I'm really excited about that as well. So we've got a Mead Club meeting in a couple of weeks, and then we're already planning on our cookout in June, and then our annual barbecue in August to kick off the 2024-2025 season. So super excited about that. I'm trying to think, there was something else kind of fun coming up. Obviously, I'm kind of excited. We're going to be at Rising Pint this Saturday, which is going to be pretty cool. We'll be over there, and so I haven't been there before. I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be like. I hear there's up to 3,000 people that are attending that, and so that'll be kind of that's a lot of people. So I'm really looking forward to it as a form of advertising for Bergen House, getting our name out there, especially with Jinja hitting the liquor stores and getting in more places and everything. What do you want? Oh, not right now. So that'll be really cool just to really get exposure with new people where they can see what's going on, see our stuff, and get that exposure to our brand. So I'm really excited about that this Saturday, and then I'm at Manchester Wine and Liquors this Friday night. So if you're in Manchester, if you're driving through Manchester, come and say hi, and then you can drop down the Labyrinth. I just dropped off a fresh keg of Bochet today, so that is on tap right now. So that's kind of what's coming up. And then I wanted to take just a second to kind of ask about value, ask about what value this midweek with the mead maker has for you guys. So if you're into it, I need you to sound off for me, and give me some questions, give me some topics to talk about that would be helpful for you. So I kind of took the last 2 weeks off, and I found that it was a little inconvenient, and so I want to address that, and just say, if it's not going to work, I'm not going to do it. But I do want to make a commitment and be there. I know Bert has been on and Brian has been on, and you guys have asked some great questions, and we've had a little bit of a conversation. It was a little awkward for me just talking to the camera. So I want to make sure that that's something that's valuable. And I think I'm getting a little more natural. I think it's getting a little better too. So I'm willing to kind of stick through the pain and get to where this can be something more valuable. But with that in mind, with the last 2 weeks being so inconvenient and me not even attempting, I didn't even do it because we had our meet club meeting on a Wednesday night, which that will continue to happen once a month. So what I'm going to do is kind of shift gears, and I'm going to continue to do midweek with Meadmaker, but I'm not going to do it weekly. So what I'm going to try and do is jump on in the first or second week of each month. And then whenever there's something of value, like I said, I'll kind of edit that down, and I'll give us a little bit more value added content to post on the following week. And if, especially like the conversation we had with Kieran, definitely had a lot of valuable things throughout that, but it was an hour-long conversation, and I think that can be tough for anybody, to commit to seeing that live, or even watching the whole hour on kind of how Kieran and how I make mead. So what I want to do is kind of chop that up and say, all right, this is valuable. Let's give people this 3-minute segment. It's probably the same thing when I made mead during our midweek with the mead maker. Probably 5 or 10 minutes worth of actual value there. So if I can chop that down and condense it, that'll give us content for the other Wednesdays. So just to reiterate that real fast, I'm going to continue to do midweek with Mead Maker, but I'm going to commit to once a month, and then either in the first or second Wednesday. And then on those off weeks, I'll try to get some other content from our midweek sessions that is actually valuable. So yeah, that's kind of all the updates I have. And then I'll let this be in existence online here. And like I said, sound off if this is valuable, and let me know, give me the questions you have about the brand, about where we're going. I have lots of thoughts, but I don't always know where to start because I talk way too much. And so I want to make sure that I'm addressing things that you want me to address. Hey, Bert, how are you, brother? So yeah, I'm going to jump off and leave this kind of how it is. And cheers, bitches. And I will talk to you all very soon. All right. And like I said, I'll just say it one more time. This meat dinner is something you're not going to want to miss. I know that $75 per person can be a little expensive, but it's a steal for what it is. 7 courses is just an absolute steal. So Bert is asking a question. I do want to address it. So are you wanting Oh, am I wanting to can any further meats? Absolutely. So already have the artwork for Bochet, and so Krista is a graphic designer, and she's helping me put that label together. And we just have like one more little piece. So Bochet will be in cans very soon, and actually, I'm really excited about that. It's a great question there, Bert. The goal is to have our 2 cans next to each other at eye level in the beer fridge, and this is something I put a lot of thought into recently. The entire craft beverage scene is really struggling right now, and so that's a little painful. People's shopping habits have changed immensely. It's just a whole different landscape than what we had a year ago, even. But definitely since the pandemic ended, just the landscape, how people shop, totally different. And so what I'm thinking is, it kind of presents a little bit of an opportunity for us. There's a little bit of vacuum in the way that people are shopping. And so the liquor stores actually have some openings. It's a little easier to have that conversation and say, hey, we've got something new, we've got something exciting, something that your patrons haven't seen yet. The flip side is it's a little bit of a labor of love, right? Because if we're going to be in the package stores, we need to also be talking to the customers on a personal level. We have to kind of present that product. And that's where those mead tastings come in, and offering to have a conversation with those customers is really important. And I think with just ginger, sometimes people don't like ginger. And it is kind of a lighter honey flavor. floral notes, and then the ginger comes in on the back end. And so I think with the Bochet, having that caramelized honey will be a nice contrast. Those are our two flagships right now. Those are the ones that we always have on tap. So it's kind of a natural step for us to have Bochet as the next one. Really excited. Hoping by it's 8th now. Hoping by the end of the month I'll get those labels in, and we'll be able to get Bochet in stores. So that'll be really exciting, and I will share that artwork very soon. And then probably after that, I'm thinking Orange Blossom. No idea where I want to go for artwork, or and you know, our artist has been pretty fantastic, but he also does it for free for us, which is just, you know, what a wonderful blessing. Um, so I don't know if he's still on board to kind of work through the next few labels. I think he might be. He's definitely enjoyed seeing his artwork on cans, so that's fun. Um, but yeah, so Bert, did you hear about the mead dinner? I'm gonna push it out there one more time, because um, ticket sales are a little light, and I do think it's a fantastic opportunity. So I just want to mention that. I think you jumped on maybe right as I was talking about that. It's not mead. I went for a beer. Yeah. So our mead dinner, we've got a chef from Middletown. He's a private or catering company, and there we're doing a 7-course meal on May 18th. So really excited about that. 7 courses, each one paired with mead, and it's just going to be a really great a great experience. And I've definitely spent far more money on and gotten far less value. So I think it's exciting when you work with someone who has a similar ethos in how we treat people. We both went out of our way and said, "Hey, this is the price point we kind of want to provide something. We want to make sure that we bring value at every step of the way." And you know, sometimes I'll work with other business owners that are willing to keep a lot more valued for themselves and not willing to pass that value on to our customers. And so I'm really excited to have someone that is like, um, you know, obviously we got to make some money, and just keep the lights on, but he's definitely one of those guys that is willing to give back to our customers. And I'm just super excited about that. So yeah, it's too bad you're out of town though. That would be a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off tonight. Like I said before, we're gonna do the live episodes once a month, and then I'm gonna try and make sure I'm providing, you know, value add content on the off weeks to kind of take some of the video and spice it up a little bit. Yeah, please. So to Bert's point, Bert just said, I'm going to message you on Facebook and send you a question. So if you have questions or topics or anything, anyone who is watching this video after tonight, jump on. You can privately message me. You can comment on this video, and I will see it. I will, and it will help me know, you know, what questions you're looking for. I understand not everyone can commit to 8 o'clock, 8:30 on a Wednesday night. But if you see it afterwards, you know, what's that topic that you want me to discuss? We can talk about, you know, flavor profiles. We can. I've taken so many sensory classes. I actually just found my wine book from work I did. I did not get certified or anything, but I was in a sommelier class and I worked with a level 4 sommelier, and there's not that many in the world. And he was so knowledgeable and passed on a ton of that knowledge for me. And then I'm a level 1 honey sommelier. So, you know, like these sensory analysis is in my wheelhouse. And we can nerd out on that. We can nerd out on honey profile, nerd out on yeast, anything. We can talk about the state of the industry. And so yeah, just comment on the video. Like I said, I'm going to jump off right now, but comment on the video what what it is that that you'd like to discuss. All right, and we'll see about getting a guest on in the near future, because I think that went really well with Kieran. And yeah, cheers, bitches. Later, Bert.